welcome back to the channel, guys. Today I'll be doing a comparison between my stock BIOS with my RTX 3090 Ti Asus TUF edition versus the XOC unlocked BIOS, which basically gives you an unlocked power limit. So I'll show you what kind of power limit you have, all the way up to 890 watt. So quite literally removes the power limit. You'll never be power limited using this BIOS, but it is really meant for overclocking with liquid nitrogen and at least water cooling. It's not really designed for air cooling due to the tremendous amount of heat that the card's gonna have to dissipate, but you can get around it. Now, what I would suggest is reducing the power limit down to 70. This will still allow you to break 600 watt, but not by too much. I've watched my card draw over 700 watt with the power limit at 100%, so I wouldn't recommend it, as air can't deal with that kind of power draw. It's just too much. You need liquid nitrogen or water to deal with that. As for my overclock settings, I put 125 on the core. Now this is more of a kind of set it and forget it. It's quite, I would say, reserved. I can definitely push harder if I take the time to do more precise tuning, but I know that to be stable and it kind of does a good job. So I'll leave it at that for now. And for memory, I put 900 megahertz on the memory, and with the GDDR6X already coming out the box at 21 gigabytes per second, you can see it already exceeds basically 1 terabyte in bandwidth. Well, it's quite a lot. So you don't really need to push the memory too much, but there is still headroom left there. Now, what I would say about the fan speed is when you get to around 67-70 degrees, the fan will jump up to 93%, and it will stay there by default. You can manually go in, of course, and reduce that, but you'll have to do it multiple times. For example, if you are at 93 and you reduce it to 80, it will jump back up to something like 87 or 88. You'll have to keep pulling it down till you get to the number you desire. So I am running the Asus TUF OC. This BIOS is made for the Asus Strix liquid cooled card, but it will work on other cards as well. But you just want to make sure that you look into compatibility. You don't want to brick your card. So that's pretty much it for me, guys. You guys can check out the performance from stock BIOS to OC BIOS, and you guys can let me know what you think of the results.